Ahoy, ahoy, and welcome to a brand new edition of the Ramble on Reactions. Sitting right over there is clever Eric Mahler.
Sitting over there is handsome Dan Nye. And Dan, there's been a murder!
I don't know if your mustache is nearly as bushy or as big or as... Okay, better mustache. Kenneth Branagh or Kurt Russell in The Hateful Eight?
Oh, Kurt Russell in The Hateful Eight.
Okay, not a fan of Kenneth Branagh's Poirot.
Well, no, it's just if you're putting Kurt Russell's facial hair up against anything, I'm gonna pick Kurt Russell's facial hair.
Sam Elliott.
Outside, Sam Elliott can beat it.
Sam Elliott.
Tom Selleck, if you're just going classic stash.
Classic stash.
But yeah, if you're talking like epic facial hair, it's always going to be Kurt Russell.
I feel like that's a title somewhere on some sort of internet list. Classic stash.
Classic stash.
Hashtag.
And it's just Tom Selleck.
Yes.
But yes, Murder on the Orient Express with Hercule Poirot, played by Kenneth Branagh.
Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot.
You kind of have to swallow your tongue while you're saying it.
A little bit, yeah.
Hercule Poirot.
But yes, this is the classic retelling of the Agatha Christie classic, where Hercule Poirot ends up on a train. There's a murder of Johnny Depp, and I cheered. And then it's up to him to solve the case. With his wit.
Oh, I was going to say with his star-studded cast.
Well, yeah, yes, there is a star-studded cast in this. And yeah, he's got pretty much 48 hours to solve the case. Can he do it?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
Well, okay, so spoilers. I'm sure he solves it. I didn't see the movie. Eric saw this, but I've seen enough Poirot on Masterpiece Theater to know he pretty much always solves the case.
Right.
So what? I've heard lots of things about this movie. That's essentially the plot. What are some good things about this film?
Good thing is it's a star-studded cast. There's a lot of good performances in here. Daisy Ridley, Louis Eldon Jr., who was originally in Hamilton.
Okay.
He plays the doctor in this. He does a really good job. I forget the actor's name, but he plays pretty much Hercule Poirot's sidekick because he was in the one part of the train where it wasn't plausible for him to be part of the murder. So he's like the owner of the train. He's like, Hercule Poirot's like, "You're my assistant. Suck it." And he's pretty much playing the straight man. He's doing a really good job with it.
Nice. You couldn't pull that actor's name, or that's the guy from Hamilton?
No, he's the guy I couldn't pull from.
Okay.
He's British. I know that, but he's like a more handsome. Yeah. Did you ever see Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? Like, it was that actor.
Oh, okay.
That actor, more handsome and British. But, so he's in there. Michelle Pfeiffer does it really good. Like, there's a lot of good performances in there.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
What's his... I want to say, was Derek Jacobi in this as well? Or did I just make that up?
Who's he?
You would know Derek Jacobi. You saw he was in Underworld, the second one. He's another classically trained Shakespearean actor.
Oh, I think, yeah. Maybe. Wait, was he the master for one episode in Doctor Who? Because I know he was in that.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a lot of good performances. Kenneth Branagh directs the hell out of this. I mean, there's some really beautiful shots in here. Especially, like, some of the train shots were really great. It looked really pretty. So, you got that going for it.
Okay, that's good.
And Johnny Depp dies, so that's always a plus.
That's always a plus for him. So what are some negatives about this film?
The negatives is Kenneth Branagh directing Kenneth Branagh, so he clearly loves himself a lot. And you get that, especially with his character's introduction of him more or less preventing a race war, because Hercule Poirot is so great, he can do anything. So
he can prevent race wars.
Actually, it's a religious war, which is...
Oh, even better?
Even better. But, it's him, hamming it up. If anyone's hamming it up in this film, it's Kenneth Branagh. Granted, I think that's kind of what Poirot's shtick is.
Kinda.
But it's just Kenneth Branagh just, like, making sure he has the best lines, the best, lighting and all that. So you kind of have that nepotism going into... Not nepotism, narcissism. Going into it. And then also another thing is, like, since it's a star-studded cast, you'll forget there's a lot of actors in this. Like, literally... Willem Dafoe shows up like towards halfway, and I was like, "Oh, Willem Dafoe's in this! I totally forgot about that." And then it also ends on the sit up for a sequel.
Oh, weird.
Well, because it's a series of mysteries per hour, so it's plausible. But I'm just like, oh, come on.
Did you ever watch any of the PBS David Suchet?
Not those, but I watched other. I watched the original Murder on the Orient Express, which you can also see if you have Amazon Prime right now.
Okay. The only reason I ask is I grew up watching those, and it's probably one of the shaming things that I should have seen this, that I could have compared the two, because I saw him do Poirot for years. So, any other negatives, positives, thoughts?
That it's one of those films where you can't really. It doesn't have a lot of highs and doesn't have a lot of lows. It stays there a lot, but it's an enjoyable film. You will have fun with this film, especially if you've never read the book or seen it before, because you can actually get invested in the murder. Unlike me, who's read the book in high school and figured it out the first day with the class before the rest of the class.
No, that's no fun. So, all that being said, grade this film.
I give it a B-. It's worth seeing. At this point, I'm not sure if it's still in the theater, but if it's on Netflix, turn it on. You'll have a good time. Pop some popcorn.
So, yes, that was the review for Murder on the Orient Express. Thank you very much for making it this far. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Try to get your mustache to go as twirly and long. That's clever Eric Muller sitting right there.
That's handsome dead eye.
And as always, thanks for watching.
Anchors away.
Ramble on.
Mustache.